that down, right? Because one person ate a treat and got sick, and now we can't give out treats anymore.
Not fair. I want my
It
treat.
happens. That's why FedEx doesn't give us treats.
If he's got milk bones, I'll take them.
Those aren't that.
Yeah,
Have you had one?
One.
I have.
Dave's just shaggy.
I've been back. Dude, if you're hungry and you can't find any food and there's like a big old tub of milk bones, you're set. Don't worry.
They are pretty good.
No, of all the dog treats, those are not the best ones.
They're not good for you. No, they're not. Well, they're not good for the dogs really either. They're not like really
No.
great quality. But it's there. It's all the stuff that's in the other stuff that's not good for you that you're supposed to eat.
True.
I mean, it can't be any worse than like powdered donuts.
Oh god.
You shouldn't really
yeah.
give that to your dog.
No. But I'm saying, like, if the UPS guy has it, and he's just like handing them out, like
Hell yeah, just take it.
we could.
I think you need to show off that you have a dog. I think the UPS guy likes dogs more than people.
I don't really blame them.
Yeah, me neither.
That checks.
Yeah, they're
We got-
pretty good.
Walk up to our front window, they see our cats, and they chat with them.
Yeah.
We can hear it.
Yeah, I never say the wrong thing to a dog. Sometimes you talk to people wrong and they give you weird looks. But when you talk to the dog wrong, they look the same as if you said the right thing.
Yeah, like, huh?
I do appreciate that.
Nice, thanks.
I mean, counterpoint. Cats won't like you no matter what if they don't feel like it.
True.
They all have their base default judgment level, and that will never change. Whatever it is for that cat, it is that at all times.
Oh, yeah.
But that's good. You don't feel like you're doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
Or you feel like you're doing
I-
everything wrong, either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we took really good care.
No.
We took super good care of Magic. She only escaped twice.
Yeah. She's slick.
What? He-
I was like, oh no, she's getting out again. That day.
She does the disappearing act, pretend to be a rock. And then you're like, where'd she go? And you like leave the door open and go look for her somewhere else. And that's where you see the little like string of curtains all tied together.
She was super hungry the whole time. I expected her to not eat that much, and there was a couple days where she had to get fed the next day.
She likes some crickets, so they shouldn't have those all the time. They're like a special treat. So I wanted to make sure that she was getting treated while I was gone. So I made sure to mix them in and everything.
So you were bribing her.
Yeah.
Those are good bribes.
Crickets are good. You can bribe anybody.
Yep.
Mm.
Give them to the cat.
I haven't tried with ours
I'd be
yet,
alive
although
if you give me the cat.
Calliope did pull the bag out of the other bag, and she has not done that with anything before. So I think that's likely. I also keep finding dead actual crickets in the house that I think are also her doing.
I can say that my tutorial for feeding the turtle did not involve insects, so I was quite surprised reaching into the container
Whoops.
full of insects. I was like, oh, okay.
That's just the food in there. Huh?
Whoops. Oh, well.
Couple mealworms, and it happens. They're they're not crawling around or nothing.
I did look at them and think, is this actually Dave's food? Did I grab the wrong thing?
Maybe. protein in there if you want to mix it in. She prefers them if they are crawling around, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Makes it fun for them to hunt.
I don't know anything about turtles.
You know, turtle predators. It's a real strong gene. Real strong instinct.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Chase crickets. Chase them like mad. But eating earthworms is one of the more disturbing ones.
Why?
Because they move, and the process is not fast. So you like it's very slow. Watching the turtle eat is like a very slow, like slowly opens her mouth. She sticks her tongue out a little bit, and then like strike really quick. At the end of the worm, there's still like 95% of worm hanging out, and the 95% is like as much as it's possible for an earthworm to like understand you're about to be eaten alive. Just like goes apeshit.
Huh.
Yeah.
And it's like there's nothing you're going to be able to do, and then just slowly like work your way up the length of the worm.
Wow,
until
that's
it
like
disappears.
actually horrifying.
I think that would be one of the worst ways to die is like if a predator gets you, like the moment when you realize like I'm gonna be eaten, I'm food right now. That's it.
Can't say I've felt that feeling before.
Yeah, me neither.
So you haven't been caught by a predator and been devoured before, so I pray it shall never happen.
We'll see.
It probably won't, but I don't know.
I've been getting a weird amount of warnings about mountain lions, so I guess we'll see. There's a weird amount of people warning me about mountain lions lately.
Oh,
They're not rural, so that makes no sense. But, you know,
City ones.
makes no sense at all.
I think it's a sign. A sign that we're going to be attacked by mountain lions and I should be prepared.
Yep, city lions are coming in.
Like those human-sized spider webs that were going on.
Watch out.
We have specialty predators here in Illinois.
This is episode number 94. It's called Be Our Guest.
Oh, sick. We're going to Beast Castle.
Last
Kind
time
of.
was 3 weeks ago.
Uh,
And by our imagination, I should think that we've forgotten a lot of what happened. So I'll try to recuperate that for you. We started off being led through the city streets of Kyrenia in the trade district by our very close and good friend Miko, the cat, who took you on a cat's path to a cat-sized hole in the wall that would be able to get you over into the temple district. There was some finagling to make our way over there. Ultimately, we were all successful, but the temple district was much more heavily occupied than the trade district. It seemed a larger portion of the army was stationed there. So, the plan was to get to the Temple of Freyr that had been converted into a sort of barracks/armory, get some equipment for Ravi, and then strike out from there towards the upper district and make our way to the palace. We attempted to sneak across the street. Most of us were successful, but Ha̶sotei made a sound, and in a moment of self-sacrifice urged the others to go on their own as she turned herself in to sort of take responsibility and prevent everyone else from being caught. Ha̶sotei was taken to the Temple of Tenegriel, introduced to Kiara, who wanted to deliver her as a gift to the Queen Tenegriel from Internum. And she was handed over to one of Internum's generals and a platoon of soldiers and escorted up to the palace and eventually up towards the airship that the Internum have arrived on. The rest of us got some armor. Both Arvstan and Ravi were able to acquire Internum armor. There was not any that could fit Kriv's large dragonborn form. But Kriv got a chance to talk to Jangle, the other worshipper of the Dragonstorm. Jangle was excited to reveal that there is a third follower that he's been talking to. He also tried to impart some useful information, but maybe didn't have quite as much as we were hoping. That group ended by scaling the wall in the similar area to where Ravi had first escaped as a child from his home and fallen into the Temple District and joined the Church of Freyr. We're going back over the other way and have landed in the courtyard behind the Demonti Manor, which up till now has not been occupied by enemy forces. In fact, they are leaving most of the nobles in the upper district to their own devices. The nobles have been very welcoming so far. So, to pick up this session, let's start with the larger group. At the Demonti household, you've sort of just gotten over the wall. You're in the backyard, essentially. It was kind of done up pretty nice. They had some money there. There are some of the remnants of the wedding that was being prepared that never really went through. Other than that, most of this place seems pretty abandoned. What do the three of you want to do?
Now, if I remember correctly from when we snuck into it, there are definitely different levels to the house itself, correct? There's like a upper... It's either 2 or 3 floors.
Yeah. It should be 2 floors. You've got a large open central area to the house, and the rest of it's kind of like a U-wing around that.
I will kind of motion... Because we didn't see anybody immediately around us, correct?
Not in the manor area, no. And we did make sure, I believe Kriv checked beforehand, before you guys left over the wall, to make sure no one was there.
I will motion for the group to kind of follow me. I'm trying to go in like one of those side doors that I did to sneak in when I killed my uncle and kind of follow that exact path. And kind of once we get to a window and I'll look inside, make sure there's nobody there.
Sure, make a perception check.
$13.
Okay, you don't see anybody immediately, but there's a lot of dust clinging to the inside of the window, so it's kind of blurred.
I will look back to the other two. So what I'm thinking is we get inside the house, we go up to the second floor, we use the second floor windows to scout out where the Internum are, and we decided where to go based off of their locations, if that's cool with you guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I will detect magic first on the windows. Before I detect magic kind of on the windows and the doors, see particularly if I sense that same like alarm spell that I had last time I was here.
I'm not certain exactly how long those last, but they would not have been dispelled by anyone.
Except for the ones that I dispelled earlier.
Correct. So yeah, they also would not have been reset. But with Detect Magic, you shouldn't have any trouble, if there are any that are still active, being able to avoid them, because you were able to get to the room that you're trying to get to last time without having any problem. They do not last forever.
Okay.
We don't have to be concerned about them.
In that case, I will enter the house and make my way upstairs.
All right. Looking around inside of the Demonti Manor, it looks like there hasn't really been anyone in here since you all were last here, which at this point was several months ago. So there is kind of like a fine layer of dust on most of the furniture that's around. when you eventually do make your way up to your parents' bedroom, you could find that while your uncle has been removed, there are still bloodstains on the carpet where he was struck down.
Well, guys, in case you were wondering, that's where I killed my uncle.
That's art
It's a
you
lot.
left there.
It is art at this point.
Didn't Kiara help you with something when you were here? Do we need to worry about that?
That's why.
This is...
That's why I cast Detect Magic, is to see if I sensed anything as we were walking through. I haven't gotten anything. She totally did. She was the one who helped me come kill my uncle, ironically. But at this point, I think she took everything she wanted. She took all the valuables of the house, all that stuff to... My guess is I fund this invasion. So I don't think she has any need of it, or would be suspicious of it. But I admit I'm not sure.
Okay.
So there's not anything obstructing the windows on the second floor. Do you want to obstruct them in some way? Because you could just like stand in front of the window, open the drapes, and look out. But then someone could see you from the outside, or you want to like duck down below the window and just kind of like peek over the top.
Yeah, I would just peek, and I would kind of like just move the shade just a little bit if they're closed, or if they're open, just kind of like peek just over the top of it. Like, I would assume the chance of somebody watching the DeMonte Manor windows is probably pretty slim.
Okay.
Can't you just stand behind your shield or something?
Yeah, well, yes, that too.
For real.
Okay, do you all want to take a look out the window and try to get an idea of how the upper district's looking right now? Or do you want to leave that to Ravi? He's pretty good looking.
Yeah, I'll leave that to Robbie.
I want to look. I want to peek over Robbie's head.
Do it.
Go ahead. Just got to make some perception checks.
Love perception checks.
17.
Let's see what Kriv sees.
That is 15.
Okay. We're going to get a similar amount of information here. The upper district seems more or less undisturbed. Most of the houses that have servants working in the yards, they're still working there, trimming bushes and keeping everything looking clean. You still see some of the richer folk from the town ambling about. A lot of them are talking to internum soldiers. Ravi, I'm going to make you make an insight check on top of this. But Kriv, it looks like everything's worked out here. Like it's almost like two cultures melding.
That's a 23.
Okay. The way that some of these upper district nobles are talking to these internum soldiers kind of sticks in your craw a little bit with your relation to these people and your opinion of them. You could tell that they're schmoozing. That just sort of the body posture that they're using and the kind of intensity that they're holding these conversations based on these people and your knowledge of them is false. They're looking for some benefit. They're trying to work some angle like they usually do.
I would probably just mutter under my breath, God, I hate them. Everyone on this entire, level, with the exception of us and Ha̶sotei, wherever she is, I hate them all. This disgusts me. But
That's fair.
that being as it is, we still have a job to do. I'm going to look over at the palace. Because we have to get up to the palace because that's connected to where the airship is, correct? If I remember.
Yes.
based off of my knowledge around here and from what I can see, do I see a path or a way to like skirt along the edge of people's properties, kind of thing, to even if it's like hop over fences, whatever, to get to where we need to get to?
The palace is a lot farther away than you would like for a sort of a sneaky expedition.
Okay.
There's not a good clean way to do it. It's not impossible, especially because you've got a reflective shield. If Kriv has any more of that pass without a trace, you think that you're at like peak sneak ability right now. That being said, the nobles are all here. There's nobody outside of the city. They're not leaving this district to go down and shop or do anything else. So people are in their homes, and a lot of people are out and about. There is a military presence here. It's not anything like in the Temple District, and they don't seem like they're like on active duty patrolling this area. But everybody's around.
Yeah. Based off of what I remember from what we learned earlier, do I think there's a place that we could sneak into the sewers, go underneath for a bit, and then go back up? Because if I remember correctly, there's like a checkpoint in the sewers that we should already be past to try to go back underneath it.
You could try that. You have not explored the sewers from the Noble District up to the palace, but that is possible. Like based on what you've done before through other areas of the sewer, you think that should work out. You at least know that there was a complaint way, way, way back when that you all came here to investigate about a sewer problem in this district. So yeah, if you could find a way to get to the sewer from where you're at without being spotted, at least the three of you should reasonably assume that there should be a way to get to the palace.
Do I see an entrance to the sewer anywhere nearby?
Nearby, no, but you've lived here, so you know where a few are.
Okay.
There's at least one not far away.
I'm thinking about going through the sewers as opposed to trying to get through all of this. What do you guys think?
It would be the safest bet, honestly.
Probably, yeah. Save us some time. I would think that'd be quicker.
Okay. I'll try to keep my shield up and shield us. I know a spot not too far from here that we can go that theoretically should help us get to it.
Okay. Do we have a plan going into that? What are we doing when we get there, you guys?
Yeah, that's a good question. What the hell are we gonna do?
We do what we always do. Make it up as we go along.
Okay, and are we going after Ha̶sotei? Are we crossing our fingers with her? I know if any of us can talk our way out of something, it's her, but...
Well, I'm hoping that we can get there at a reasonably quick time to stop whatever is going to happen to Ha̶sotei. We know she's being brought to the Queen, and hoping to meet her there soon. Unless you have a better plan, because the alternative is we have to try to ambush this patrol that she's with in open combat in the streets, surrounded by the Internum.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound good. It's just a lot right now.
I know.
Hey, it is a lot. But, I mean, we just have to trust in Ha̶sotei and hopefully she can talk her way out of whatever might happen.
Or at least buy her some time. I don't know if she can talk her way out of
Yeah.
it, but I think we can buy some time, I would hope.
Hopefully. Plus, the sewers is a thing we know.
Good old sewers, our best
That's
friend.
Sewer's always been there for us.
I really do keep going lower and lower in society. I went from the upper district to the temple district to the sewers to under the ocean.
I remember learning what plumbing was with you guys when we met.
Okay. Do you want to
It's
like
just
head
as
out right
short as it
now?
is.
Do you want to like take a minute in the manor?
I mean, I haven't taken any damage, and I'm not going to wait 8 hours to recover the one spell I've cast, so yeah, I would be ready to go.
Yeah, I don't think I get anything other than hit die for short rest. I can't get my spell slots back, so I don't know, Haษ์, what you're doing.
Me?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Just I guess the only thing is just lead the way and let's do this thing.
All right, I need stealth checks from the three of you.
I will cast the pass without trace. That's what it was. I don't know where my card went. I know I have it, and I haven't used all my slots, but I don't know what slot it is, and I need to give up all my cards.
22.
Also a 22.
Without pass without a trace.
Pass without trace adds 10.
So
Okay,
that'll
so
be 32.
I still have a 22 with pass without a trace.
Okay. That's
21.
Yeah, so to reach the sewer entrance, there's not one, like a manhole close to Demonte Manor. The closest one that Ravi knows about is actually a few houses down. You try to cut across the backyards, which means a lot of jumping over ornate fences or trying to open gates. A lot of gates here are kind of unlocked and open, so it's easier to kind of get through them. They might squeak for a second or so, but every time that happens, you simply freeze in place, make sure that you aren't spotted, and then try to continue on. There is one manor that you will have to pass by that has occupants that are acting differently than the rest of the nobles in the upper district. The people there are upset, and they are outside of their front door, so on the other side of the building from where you are, but you could still hear them because of how loudly they are arguing with some of the soldiers from Internum. The soldiers, whether they can or can't, are feigning ignorance of the language to try to diffuse the situation. But there is an elderly man up there with a sort of an air of importance about his speech, yelling at a couple of soldiers, and you can hear that he has some adult children with him that are also interjecting at certain points.
If they're yelling loud enough, what are they talking about? Like, what are the grievances?
The man seems to be concerned about his wife. And he is arguing with this soldier about negotiating her release.
Do I recognize the man at all?
I'll let you make a quick history check. Ravi did know a lot of nobles, but he's trying not to think about them for a long time.
Nah, he's just an old guy. That's a 7.
There's one of the larger manors in the district, so it's somebody of some importance at least. It's up to you how you want to deal with it. I mean, do we want to ignore them and move on?
Providing that we can without them spotting us, yeah.
Everyone else is in agreement with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. The manhole is very close by that manor. Ravi will post up over top of it with his shield while the rest of you descend down into the sewer. This area is tighter than it is down closer to the docks. The sewers widen as they get further out to allow for the passage of more waste. But it's a lot cleaner up here. Somebody comes down here regularly and sort of clears things out. So the water's almost drinkable as it runs under your feet. From there, it's only a matter of trying to figure out which way you have to go to get up to the palace. But let's go back to Ha̶sotei for a moment. Ha̶sotei, you are in the company of an internum general. He has been treating you rather cordially so far, and has led you to the roof of the palace of Kyrenia, where the airship has docked. It's sort of extended a ramp that lands down on top of the roof. And you are about to walk over to that ramp and board the ship. And he'll say to her, "It's just this way, madame."
Have you been up there?
Yes, but do not spend very much time in the airship. I have too much to attend to in the city.
Do you think that I'm dressed in such a way that your ruler wouldn't have a problem with it?
I am led to believe that the queen will think you something of a lesser person, but this is inevitable. Your manner of dress will not impact her opinion of you.
Huh. So there would be no way for me to gussy myself up. I did break my shoe and fall on the ground.
I'm afraid that this is a matter of some urgency. I think it'd be best for the queen to make any further demands after a successful rendezvous.
I see. So does that mean you're not going to come with me?
Oh, I will escort you the whole way. There is no need to fret. I have your best interest at heart. On that topic, I will recommend that you hold your breath for the next few steps.
Why?
As you walk forward, you'll feel a freezing cold shudder down your spine. There's nothing noticeable causing that. It's almost like a ghost passed through you. And the general will say, "We have just crossed the barrier for the airship. You may have experienced a momentary discomfort. I take it you are a spellcaster."
Yes.
Yes. Spells cannot pass through the barrier, so inside of the ship, they are contained.
Oh, I see. So you don't
Ooh.
tend to send messages in or out of here, huh?
Or not by means of magic, no.
Interesting. Hmm. Well, that's not terrifying at all.
It is a precaution. You could understand how it could be very dangerous for the queen if someone were to say some kind of wizard could cast a powerful spell from the ground up to the ship, explode the engines. It would be bad for everyone.
Oh, of course. That's what I would have done.
And then you would have had a ship crash into your city and destroy your beautiful palace and buildings. So it is all for the best for everyone.
Of course. Do you happen to know how this ship functions?
That is a question for the engineers.
I've never seen such a thing in my entire life.
She is a marvel, yes.
So it's not magic?
Oh, there is a certain amount of magic being used, of course, uh, in order to power something such as this, but the magic is being fused with genius, if I am so bold to say. The mechanics that make this thing fly are beyond my comprehension. I'm a simple soldier. I apologize that I am the only one that is able to converse with you.
Oh, you're a wonderful conversationalist.
I do believe that the Queen will have more to say, though. Right this way.
Okay.
As he leads you towards the ramp that is leading up to the airship, you could see another ornately decorated soldier descending from the ship down to the palace. He is thinner and has more effeminate features. He also has long, straight hair that is like impeccably kept, clean and straight, and almost like he has just recently had it styled. And as he walks down the ramp, he has one hand on the edge of a hilt of a fancy sword in a hilt at his side. So he kind of like strides down with his hand on the edge of this sword. And he looks down at the two of you and kind of like strikes a little pose for a second. And he says, "Oh, Gaspard, I see you have returned." And your companion will say, "I have brought the prisoner to meet with the Queen." And the other guy will say, "This is most unfortunate. The Queen is not accepting visitors at this time. You will have to take your pet somewhere else. We could have someone send for you when she is ready." And your guy will say, "Oh, this is absurd. The Queen has not spoken to anyone in days. Surely something of this importance will strike her attention." And then the other guy continues down the ramp. He walks past the both of you, stops shoulder to shoulder with you, facing the opposite way. He gives you the up-down sort of look, and he's like disgusted. He says, "I will make sure she sends for you when it is appropriate. Until then, do something with that."
See, I told you. Not everyone is as pretty as that guy.
And he struts past you both across the roof and back into the palace. Yes, je suis désolé. I must confer my most sincere apologies. It appears that the Queen is not ready to receive you.
Is something going on with the queen?
It is not a matter of concern for you, or really for me either.
Is she all right?
I'm sure she is doing just fine. But we must wait until called for. So perhaps there's somewhere in the palace where we can go to be just a bit more comfortable. The wind here is maybe you're accustomed, but it eats right through my bones.
You don't like being cold?
Oh, this is not the cold. It's the force. It's uncomfortable. I have set up an office in the palace. We could go there. I could send for tea.
Okay. If the queen hasn't met with anyone in a couple days, what makes my visiting important? I mean, clearly she doesn't want to see anyone.
I am led to believe that you are an important person. The priestess seemed to think so, and the queen has given her some leeway. But the information has made its way to her. She is aware of your arrival, so she will send for us when ready.
Is that going to be a few days?
It will be as long as it is.
Okay. Perhaps you could show me around the palace. I've never been in such a glorious place.
This is not my palace to explore. I do not know exactly its layout so much myself. I have only been through the necessary places, you see. Now, ducked at the roof here and then the straightest path down.
Well, I mean, I was just looking for an excuse to spend more time with you, but
Well, this is going to happen either way. In a certain respect, you are a prisoner, but I would prefer to think of you as my temporary guest.
oh, I see. That's definitely what I would prefer. I would prefer building a relationship with the people here.
If possible, this is my goal as well.
Perhaps you can teach me some of your language.
I'm not much of a teacher, but I can do the best I can. But come, let's go inside. You'll have to walk past the barrier again,
Ugh.
which is not a comforting thing. He'll take you back into the palace. From the third floor, which is what empties out onto the roof, he takes you back down the stairs to a second floor room. It looks like it was an office that he sort of moved a chair from another room into. So he's made it a little sitting room. He grabs a soldier on the way and says something in a language you don't understand. And then lets him go, and he leads you to this room. It's well decorated. You could tell from sort of the signage on the outside of it that this is meant to be the office for the councilman of the trade district.
So this is your office?
No, this is not my office. It is for the members of the Corellian Council, which is currently being disbanded. So there has been no designation of what the rooms in this palace are meant for until the government can be brought to order. I am
Is there
squatting here for now.
is there a particular reason why you couldn't try to get along with the previous government?
Oh, this is not my decision.
Where might they be? Are they just being sent home?
No. The council is being held in the airship.
Oh, they're not down here.
No. If they were outside of the airship, official mandate dictates that they would be within range of magical interference from outside parties, which cannot be permitted.
Makes sense. You wouldn't want them to be spoken to by outside parties.
They could potentially have information that could be corrupted by an outside force. The Queen has requested that they be sequestered.
You have enough space up there to handle a ton of prisoners?
Well, there are not very many. The Canadian government is rather small.
Compared to their size, of course, that would be correct.
And there are fewer than when we arrived.
What do you mean?
Oh, I say, they have not all been cooperative. And to make an example to the citizenry, the Queen has ordered the termination of certain positions.
Termination meaning
Is execution.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
damn.
You wouldn't happen to know who was rebelling so much, would you?
Well, the names of the perpetrators escape me currently. I believe the district for the palace and the district for the temples both have had their council members eliminated.
That's unfortunate.
This is surprising to me. I have found that the temple council person was in no way as objectionable as that for the docks.
But the docs were kept around?
As far as I'm aware.
Hmm. The Temple District Council, what made her a threat?
Well, as I understand, she was mentally unstable.
I'm sorry?
Most of this information is secondhand. Louis has told me a great deal about the dealings with the council members, but she was very likely to take her own life.
Ah, she was threatening to kill herself, so she was killed.
Uh, to kill herself would not be within the Queen's sphere of influence. It is not an expression of power.
Ah, so it was more convenient to show off.
I would not use such terms.
Make an example.
Even convenience seems contradictory. I do not believe that the Queen is at fault or seeking convenience over the right path.
The right path.
But of course.
The right path meaning executing someone who wanted to die?
No, it is not the place for a humble foot soldier such as myself to question the motives and the decisions of the Queen of the debonair.
Oh, of course, no. You would definitely support her without having an opinion on your own?
There is no need to stifle our own minds. Of course, I have my own opinions.
Of course. I would think Tenegriel would be more open than not allowing people to feel the way that they feel.
There is no way to police such a thing, so there is no need to do so.
So it's not about questioning, it's about your opinion.
I have my opinion. Of course. And you?
Got a few.
I imagine you think that we are murderous invaders, barbaric outsiders come to destroy your city.
You know, I think that's a little bit exaggeratory because I haven't actually seen any of that.
This is not an uncommon opinion among a populace that has been invaded.
I'm not going to automatically believe everything I hear, including from you. No offense.
I would not expect you to. For all you are concerned, it is likely I am still considered the enemy. You are certainly still considered the enemy to me.
Of course. Wouldn't want to confuse that one.
Correct.
Well, I can't say I particularly find anyone as hostile as the people grabbing me off the street, but I wasn't immediately stabbed to death. So I would say that's a bit more on the kind and forgiving side, I guess you could say.
That is an interesting perception of the situation. But this is to be expected. As you are a diplomat, I expect you are attempting to butter up my opinion of you to some degree. So I should think that you would be complimentary toward my forces.
Hmm, I don't understand a lot about you or your forces or your community, but I feel like most situations that end in horrific bloodshed are due to misunderstanding.
Yes, this is the problem with most disagreements, most arguments, most fights. 95% of the time, it is miscommunication.
Right, and it's not as if I've seen a mass murder in the streets. So whether or not my opinion of you is poor is irrelevant. There isn't.
Indeed, as you are a prisoner at this time, already captured, whether or not you think I am a horrific despot in some way is no matter. I should hope that you do not so, or that you do not think so of my queen.
I'm quite excited to have a conversation with her. I am concerned I won't ever.
I think it is only a matter of time. She will eventually be accepting visitors again.
Does she speak with you?
We have not spoken recently, but we have spoken in the past.
What about that other guy?
I suspect that Louis thinks that he has the Queen's ear, but do sometimes suspect that he over exaggerates his position.
What is his position? To stand in front of the ship and be very judgy. That's what I saw.
He stands equal with me.
As
As Lekala now. We are heads of the army.
he doesn't look like a head of the army.
Well, he takes a certain amount of interest in his appearance.
I would say a bit more than a certain amount.
It is not as though he does not have I'm not understanding the words. He is successful.
He has a lot of time.
Just to say that he does focus on his appearance, and the focus does pay off. It is not as though he has pride and vanity and still does not have the look to support it.
Is he a friend?
He is a colleague.
Oh, okay. I would say my colleagues are my friends.
That is fortunate for you.
You two don't get along?
It is not our job to get along.
So, why do you have to be paid to get along?
Well, there is no need. He has a different set of priorities than I do, so he has a different set of tasks and responsibilities.
And he spends a lot of time with the queen, so he's got to look very pretty.
Yes, I suppose that is true.
So, where might he be going now then?
That's just, it's not my concern.
But you were speaking about him essentially giving you gossip about what's going on up there. Surely you talk to each other.
Or the spreading of gossip is definitely more the purview of Louise and myself.
Ah, he is spreading the gossip. Surely I can speak with him again.
Well, that will be a matter that we can address with the Queen.
Well, should the queen take a bit of a long time, I'm sure. I don't know. Are you constantly putting me under surveillance and sleeping in here?
You will be under constant surveillance, yes?
From you.
Yeah, primarily, but there will be others. I do have my duties to attend to.
Of course. You're a very important guy.
Well, when there's a war on.
I would say an army is important always.
Not in peacetime. Well, not as important.
Well, hopefully I can have more guards that can also speak to me.
Well, this might be a high request, but I will see what I can do.
And Louis speaks common.
Yes, he was top of his class.
Two classes about common.
You know, just education in general.
So would you say that the engineers on the ship Are they also from your home city, or have you invited people from outside of there?
The queen has a preference for the people of Internum, so that is our entire retinue.
Has she always been inside Internum?
We all have.
So you've always had a god watching over you.
Uh, yes, of course. The queen and the queen before her and the queen before her. And
Those
her daughter, when the time is right, shall be the new Tenegrael.
She has a daughter.
Oh, but of course, every queen needs an heir.
Is her daughter here as well?
No, Scuriel is back home.
Gariel.
Scuriel.
Escuriel.
No. Scuriel.
Can you spell it?
That would be S, C, I, R, A, U, L.
Oh, yeah, I made that more complicated for myself. I'm sorry.
This is not a matter to concern yourself with. The princess is a vision of perfection.
Perfection.
I do not say this lightly, but I do believe that she may be the greatest queen in a century.
Compared to your current queen?
Well, the current queen is the current greatest.
So every next one is the current greatest.
This is foreign to you? I should think that this would be obvious.
Completely foreign, yeah.
To say that there is a former queen that would best our current queen would be to say, please, I do not want my head to be connected to my body anymore.
Well, I mean, saying it now, though, you want to wait until she's queen to say she will be a better queen? You're assuming she's already better.
I have no concern about the people in earshot disagreeing with my opinion of Skireel. She has a way of speaking with the people that makes them feel comfortable, that makes them feel powerful, and that makes them feel right.
Well, if she's such a vision, why didn't she come with?
The campaign has a certain amount of danger. It would not be good to risk the entire royal family on an excursion.
This is just an excursion.
Yes. What would you call it?
It just. That seems like such casual terminology for taking down an entire city.
Yeah, perhaps, but
That's like saying I just took a stroll and destroyed a village.
this is the first city, so it would make sense to consider it in those terms.
So, were you available when when the Internum invaded the mountains?
Oh, this was Louis' expedition.
Hmm.
Yes, he used different tactics. I was in command of the airship, uh, primarily asking for the people before me to lay down their arms in the face of overwhelming firepower. Primarily successful, a siege in most cases. Louis used night raids.
I see.
Louis was more successful in a smaller amount of time.
What could possibly be the reason that you need so much territory up in a mountain?
It is the border of Internum, I suppose.
Hmm. Not a lot of people in the mountains agreed with that, I take it.
No, they are much less civilized.
Less civilized than Internum.
And then Corinthian.
Well, that's interesting. I sure hope I can talk to Louis.
It may happen yet.
I think I have to look prettier for him to speak to me. He had this look of disdain.
Yeah, well, as long as you don't look too pretty. He has a certain way with the women.
Uh, like how?
You will have to ask him about.
You're not good with the women?
I do all right. My wife seems very pleased, so I don't see any problem.
But Louis is a player, so to speak.
Yes, and not a kind one.
Huh. In a completely separate, unconnected note, is there a way I can bathe?
I don't think that this is something I should be involved in. I will send for someone that can aid you.
I mean, I wasn't asking you to get in with me, but okay.
Yes, you cannot be left to your own devices, but of course, hygiene is important. So, I will post a guard at the door, and I will find someone that can help you.
That would be wonderful.
Um, Excuse me for a moment. I am very glad to have had this conversation with you.
I hope to have many more.
He bows before you and then he leaves. Let's cut back to the sewers. Speaking of bathing, we are about to traverse a section of the sewers that the three of you have never been to before. Things are going to get a lot more narrow also. Before we were used to these large pipes where we could walk almost to next to each other and stand up straight. We're going to probably have to crouch and perhaps even crawl in certain sections here. Are we prepared for that?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm motivated by spite, so I'll go through anything.
Okay, I want some Constitution saving throws from the three of you then. The
Fun.
smell is strong. and it will linger with you.
3.
3?
I got it. Yeah, 2 plus 1.
15.
15.
13.
13. Okay. Well, Kriv, you're going to have a rough time. Whatever it is that is coming through these pipes at the same time as you is nauseating in a way that's kind of doing your head in flips over and over. You feel like you might want to vomit, but you really just can't. So you're sort of in this limbo state of not being able to purge yourself of this kind of like nastiness that you're dealing with. That's going to give you the poisoned condition.
Oh.
Which is going to
Can't
give
you
you...
craft a little flower to smell on ours?
You can, but it will also smell terrible.
Sad. Haษ์-sotei would love this. Sewer flower.
The other two, you're also very unhappy with the smell and the grime that you're crawling through. When you get nauseous, you do just vomit. And when you do that, the vomit runs past you and back behind you to where Kriv is, which causes them to feel even worse. So it's gross. Let's face it, guys. You're crawling through shit and everything. It's not good.
You said it was almost drinkable water, Dave.
It was when you entered, but the further that you're going, the closer you're getting to the palace, and the more narrow it's becoming. And the palace has an Internum army in it now.
Yeah, that checked out.
Has anyone seen the movie Aliens? James Cameron's movie?
Of course.
Do we remember the scene closer to the end of the film where the android character Bishop has to climb through a service pipe to get to a sort of relay that he has to fix? They send him because he's not going to get freaked out about having to climb 2 miles through this pipe that he can't actually move in.
I remember, yes, but I think I'm the only one who's seen the movie.
For clarification, he has his arms pressed to his side, and he has to kind of just like wiggle to move forward. There's not enough room to do anything else. Also, you should see Aliens. It's like a pretty big classic movie. It's really good.
I might have. I can't remember. Like, it sounds pretty familiar, but I can't remember.
That scene's... I feel like it's a pretty iconic one, but it's not like one of the big ones that people talk about. Most people are like, "Get away from her, you bitch," with Ripley in the big robot suit fighting a giant alien. So
I saw him a million years ago because I was named after it.
Yeah,
but...
I've seen I've seen all the Alien movie, but just can't remember. It's just too old.
He crawls in a pipe, and I stuck with B because it was really freaky, and it scared me that he was like in this tiny little pipe. Getting closer to the palace, that's what you're all going to be dealing with. My assumption is that Ravi is up front, but that may be wrong. Who should I expect? What's the order that we're dealing with here?
No, I think Ravi.
That was my plan, unless somebody else wanted to be in front.
Mm-hmm. No, if Ravi's in front because as well he can have his shield up front, just in case there's something that can detect us.
Okay, and then who's behind Ravi?
Griff, you want to, or you want me to go?
I can. Sure.
All right.
You can also look good if something came behind us for some reason, but also I think I'm the squishiest, so I'll just...
All right, I'll be the third one.
Okay. As we're squeezing our way through this pipe, I'll have everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Oh, here we go.
Unnatural 20.
Ooh, nice. Unnatural. Not unnatural. Natural 19 for a 23.
1 plus 7, but I don't think the plus 7 helps, sadly.
Okay. You get very close to where you're aiming to go to. You don't actually have any idea where you're going to wind up. You're just trying to get closer to where you're going without being seen. And you guys are barely able to move forward, not really even sure if you can move backward. Kriv is in between the two of you and cannot move anymore.
Oh
Now you
shit.
can't leave me.
Oh, shit. Crib, what are you doing? Why aren't you moving forward?
Because I can't.
Are you are you stuck?
You're going to
Yes.
hyperventilate a little bit.
Yeah, the truth.
Oh, Robbie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. What's up?
Crib is stuck, and I think they're gonna freak out. What do we do?
Kriv, can you transform into something smaller?
No. We used all my wild shapes already today.
Uh-oh.
If I turn around, can I see what part of them is like wedged?
Unfortunately, you cannot turn around.
Do I see how much farther we have to go forward?
You can see what you believe to be an exit, probably about 15 feet in front of you. 15 feet is kind of far when you're like squeezing your way through a pipe. But there's an end in sight.
I'm gonna see if I can get ahead, and then I will feed a rope to you guys, and we can try to like either tie it around them, even if that means crawling out, turning around with a rope, going back in to kind of give it to them, and coming back out, like a 3-point turn kind of a thing. But we'll try it that way, and I will try to. I'm gonna say hustle, but I can't really move fast forward.
Ravi continues to scurry forward in front of you, Crib. Arvestan, make an insight check.
16 plus 16 plus 3, 19.
Okay, you can actually see Kriv in front of you in the pipe, and you can tell based on your position that Kriv is not physically stuck. Kriv is psychologically stuck.
Oh, Robbie,
Yes.
I think they're imagining that they're stuck because they can actually move and they're not like touching things around. So I don't know, probably
I'm stuck right now.
no, if you're not, you are really
I'm
not
gonna wiggle and
stuck.
perhaps accidentally kick Arvestan in the face.
Ow! Stop it!
I'm stuck!
No, you're not.
It's all right.
You're
It's all
not
right.
stuck.
Seeing as I can't turn around, I will go. I'll continue on my plan. Don't worry, Kriv. We're gonna get you out.
Okay.
Okay. Arvestan, do you have any plans to help Kriv while Ravi is making his way toward the exit?
Push them.
Push?
Push them forward.
Well, you're gonna have to
Like-
use your head.
Yeah, totally. I'm down.
Okay, I need strength from you then.
Strength.
I'm gonna be real honest, Kriv is probably like wiggling a lot.
That'll be a
Not productively, but
Ooh. Dirty 29 at 21.
Okay. Kriv, Arbistan starts pushing forward, even though you can't move, and just starts sort of jamming into your feet and your legs.
It's okay, Griff. Just stay stiff. I'm helping you out. Don't wiggle so much. Ow, my eye. Ow,
It's too
ow.
small here.
It's okay. Just I'm helping out. Don't worry.
Kriv, make a strength check. You've got disadvantage because of your
Oh
poisoning.
my god.
Okay. That's good. That's actually a 16 at disadvantage.
All right.
Surprisingly, now I
Wow.
do okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on.
Arvistan, you and Kriv do both start shifting forward. Kriv, you don't perceive that you're moving. You're just kind of too freaked out about this tight pipe right now.
You're saying it's too small.
No,
Please tell me
no,
to
no.
stop.
We're
Robbie's
moving.
not
We're
working.
moving.
Faster than
Just
you,
keep
and
on
he's
going.
getting ahead of
Just
you.
keep on going. We're moving. We're moving.
Everything
Just keep
is
on going.
behind it. We're stuck.
It's okay. Calm down. It's gonna be fine. Just keep on doing what you're doing. We're going forward, even
I'm
though
not
you
doing
don't
anything.
think
I'm
we are.
stuck.
Just keep on
Haษ์
going.
gone.
Robbie's not
Haษ์
gone.
disappeared forever.
I'm
We're
not
stuck.
Kriv, I'm not gone. I'm just a little bit ahead of you. It's okay.
It's okay, Criff. We got it.
I said I'll turn around, and if you guys aren't moving, I will come back in for you. We're gonna be fine.
I just give it like, oh, my other eye. Stop wiggling. Just keep straight.
Ravi, you'll have to scurry forward and eventually kind of roll over to your back and make your way forward. There's a grate. It's maybe about yay big. That's like a floor grate that's leading down into this sewer. So you've got to wiggle onto your back so you can get your arms up to shift the grate and then kind of back up and get yourself to climb back out. I want a strength check from you to shift that thing off of where it is.
15.
Okay. It moves. It's not bolted down, luckily. So you kind of shift this big, heavy iron grate over and throw it off to the side. And then you kind of have to scurry back just a little bit, and then you're able to sit up and breathe. Being inside of a room gives you an idea of how small the pipe you were just in is. It's a lot smaller than you had thought it was. But you are able to hoist yourself out of it and do whatever else you will. You're in a kitchen.
So I'm gonna look back in. If I shine my light through there, I assume I can see those two?
Yeah.
Does it look like they're moving forward?
Kriv is moving not as quickly as they were moving before, but very slowly, yes.
All right, Kriv. Good news. You're moving.
Wait, I told you.
Just keep taking breaths. You're gonna be fine. I've already moved the grate. You just got to get here. You literally see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Kriv, give us another wisdom saving throw, Kriv.
Okay.
That's
Imagine
You better do good.
doing the Tina Belcher just like the whole time. You said wisdom
Yeah.
at disadvantage?
Yeah.
This was a saving throw.
This is a saving throw, yes.
Okay, 17.
At disadvantage,
Nice.
even? Damn.
Yeah.
Nice. Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Wisdom is the one good one that I have. It's just that the nat 1 destroyed me earlier.
Ravi's encouragement is helping you a little bit. And being able to see that he got out has a huge impact on your courage right now. So you start to wiggle under your own power again and make your way toward the exit. Arstan, you can feel Kriv moving of their own volition.
Yes. Keep on going.
It also helps because you kick off Arvistan a little bit.
Yeah.
Ow! My shoulders! Oh. Go, Criff! We're almost out! Go! Run, Florence, run!
And as soon as they get close, I'll like grab them by the shoulders and kind of like help pull them.
Yeah, because it'd be very difficult to climb out when you're as big as Kriv. Arvistan, you also are getting scratched up. Because you're going into a tight space, and while the three of you did consult on what you're doing, you didn't ask the little bird that you have in your pocket about climbing through the sewers.
Sorry, Husk. I'm sorry, buddy. We're. I'm sorry.
But we will all eventually be able to
Poor Husk.
pull our way in to this tiny little kitchen area. So I've left the doors open on this map just to make things easier to understand. But this little area is the room that you are all in right now.
That's the little room that we came out to.
Yep.
Okay.
You're gonna
All
fight
right.
without me.
I want to make a perception check into like this big area. Like, are these tables inside that in like the bottom left-hand corner? Are those tables like bookshelves or what is that?
Yeah, well, take a peek through the door and make a perception check.
12.
Okay. You can see mostly the ones that are close by. These are like displays. There are like memorabilia at different regions. So it's kind of like a mini museum and also a kind of celebration of successful Karenian policies and treaties with other people on the continent. So each one has like a tiny little description of like a certain region. Says a little bit about the people there and about the impact that this city has had on them.
Do I see any people in here? Is the big thing.
That room does not have any people in it. It's very big.
Okay, I want to like crouch down, but I want to like crouch down with my shield in front of me, but slowly start to like move forward into here. I'm assuming these lines a little bit north of where I am as a staircase going down.
This here is like a counter.
No. It looks like a little way. That was yes.
This. That stairs going up.
Up. Okay.
Ravi moves into the large room next to the rest of you. Do you all want to go with him?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's send Husk in there. That's the Husk symbol, by the way.
The leaf? Nice.
A leaf! That is a bird! A leaf.
This is sort of a large, almost like museum type room. I don't know. Can you guys still see what's going on with this? Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. We're good.
Okay, what do we want to do with that? This, at least for those of you that are Karenian, which I think is just Ravi, is a proof illustration that you are in the Karenian palace. This is what formerly was a ballroom that's been converted into kind of like a museum, like a public-facing government advertisement, essentially.
I would probably start slowly going up the stairs. And I want to both be looking and listening to see if anyone is approaching, if I hear anybody, whatever.
Okay. So we'll start heading up. Are we just gonna follow Ravi's lead?
Yes.
Yup.
Okay. Let's put everybody in this spot, and then we'll go up to the next floor. Which is here. This is essentially to tell you that it's just open here on the second floor, so you're just above all the stuff that was down on the first floor. There are stairs on either side that continue to go up from here. And a doorway in front of you, stairs that go back down to the ground floor.
What are we looking for?
Yeah, I'm guessing. I mean, always the sign of stairs is good. It'll mean that we're going up, but I
Well,
honestly don't know.
here's my thought process. We have to get to the upper, because the way the airship looked like, it was parked at like the top of the palace, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Connected to the roof.
We have to try to get to the roof, which means we gotta go up as many floors as humanly possible to get up there. So I'm just heading up, really.
Okay.
But that's all I got.
Do we think Ha̶sotei could be here though? Like in the palace?
It's possible, but I don't know where they would keep her. Actually, let's see if we can go find a safe room, and I will try to send her a message.
Okay.
Okay.
So directly in front of us, to the north of the map of where it is, I don't see anybody, right?
In this next room, no. I'm gonna try. Have all you make perception checks. We're trying to listen for who's around. Is that guy right there?
Unnatural 20.
Same.
25.
There is a guy right there.
Ah,
There's someone standing guard just on the other side of the door in front of you.
Do we knock him out or something?
Do you feel confident in being able to incapacitate him before he can raise an alarm?
Do we want to risk it like that, or do we just... What should we do?
we should see if we can find somewhere not guarded, maybe.
I agree. Now that's just to the room to the like. The only sense when they're not to the rooms to the. God, Christ! It looks like so many staircases.
There's a lot. It's a very ornate.
If I go through one of the staircases to the right or the left, I don't see anyone there. Because or is that just back down? Correct.
They keep going up, so they like come up from the bottom, and then they go up again to a third floor, which is like still in the same room. So there's like you're on a kind of balcony area right now that goes up to a larger balcony from when this used to be a ballroom, and there would be people like spectators up there.
I'll keep going up.
Okay, let's move ourselves up a bit then. Should be able to kind of come. You want to go right or left? I guess is the question.
I don't think it matters, so I'll probably head right.
Okay. I'm just going to move everybody over there, and then we've got to switch over to the third floor map. That's pretty quick to get to the third floor. I don't know if that's where we need to be.
I mean, we only have the option of going up. That's what we know where it is.
Get Kriv up here, and then This is maybe not the ideal way to handle this sort of thing, but this is where we're at right now. Okay, so the idea is we've got kind of a balcony here. There's not another exit on this side of the room, but from here there is a set of stairs that goes down into that hallway where you saw that there, or at least heard that there was a person guarding.
Okay.
You could see across the way that you're dealing with a similar situation on the other side.
Okay, so we're kind of like at the would-be top-ish floor.
Right.
I will send a message to Ha̶sotei.
Okay, what's it gonna be?
Hey, Ha̶. We're in the palace. Are you here? If not, are you on the airship? Any advice? Floor, etc.
I heard that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would have paid attention walking down from the roof. I would have known at minimum what floor I'm on, right?
You are on the second floor of the palace.
Cool.
Was she blindfolded, or were they just carrying her? Because if so, would she have just been marched through the palace itself?
They just walked her through. She was not blindfolded or obscured in any way. She didn't enter where you did, and she didn't. She just came in through the front gate.
Yeah.
And went right where they were going. They didn't go slowly, but Ha̶sotei, you'd have like some limited experience of at least the path to the roof, like the path of least resistance to get there. You don't really know where in the palace Ravi and the others are, though.
Right. He didn't explain any of that. We'll respond with, at least I respond to my friends. Hi. Floor 2. I take it I would know that there's like people everywhere.
There are, yeah. You saw a bunch.
Right. Guards everywhere. Guard at my door. I know route to the roof.
I will whisper to the team. Good news, guys. Ha̶sotei is on the second floor, and she knows the way to the roof. Bad news is it is entirely defended by guards.
How are we gonna get to her then?
I don't suppose I know of any other way other than the place where you're just at to go through to get to the second floor, correct?
You'd have to look around. I mean, there are maps of the palace that are available for public consumption, but you have to go to the palace to get them. Just like, I looked it up earlier today. You can get a map of the Capitol building, but do you have one?
Probably not. No, I'd probably get to the front gate to do that, and I imagine there are guards at the front gate.
They would probably be there. That would make sense.
From up here, can I scan the entire second floor below us around there, see if I can see any entrances too?
You could see the whole second floor of the ballroom.
Yeah, That's what I mean. Like, if there's anything else on the second floor of the ballroom that looks like there's a way around, so we're not having to cross directly through this one guy's face.
Let's take a look. From the second floor of the ballroom, there's not really any good other way to go. But the first floor actually has 2 exits that are underneath the stairs. This guy is the guy that's up on the second floor. So you don't know if anyone is guarding there. It's this guy, yeah. You could go back down to the first floor and try to like listen at that and see if those doors are guarded also. There are also 2 other exits to that kitchen that you entered from, but those rooms might also have people in them.
I think we go back down to the first floor, try to find a way around the one guard. Alternatively, we could try to knock out the guard. I'll leave it up to you.
I think the more guards we attempt to knock out, the higher that risk gets, especially if we don't know where she is.
That is true. Do we have any way to like locate her? Like a tracking device or something like that?
Actually,
Probably.
I think I do. I think this should work. Let me just double check. I'm going to cast Locate Creature and choose Ha̶sotei as the creature.
Let's go.
We can most certainly do that. So you are currently on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, it's if they're within 1,000 feet.
Sure. I'm just trying to show you. So here's where we are right now. Ha̶sotei is on the 2nd floor. Over here.
Oof.
That's a lot of minions. Huh.
I mean, is there even a way to get her out of here that isn't going to immediately set off a bunch of warning bells?
I don't
Even
think
if we
so.
knock anyone out the second they realize she wasn't here.
Well, at that point, I think we have to try to get her and get to the roof as fast as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
And once we're there to confront Tenegriel, we go from there. They might think they're gonna have one of 2 thoughts: either we try to escape, or we try to get to the queen. And if it looks like we're trying to have her escape, they think that we're not going to head up towards the airship, because a small band trying to take on a queen feels like an illogical assumption. If I was a guard, they'd probably try to lock down the queen. But if we're already in the airship, it doesn't matter.
That is true. I concur with that.
They got him. There's no chance of us sleeping before this, huh?
We should have done that in the sewers, but you were freaking out.
We couldn't sleep in the sewers. We didn't know how. For all we know, Ha̶sotei could have been executed by then.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start trying to head towards Ha̶sotei's direction, because I don't know that the guards are there yet. I don't think. But obviously,
we know where one guard is for sure. That's on the outside of the 2nd floor doors to this room.
yeah, we're gonna go down to the 1st floor and try to sneak a different direction.
Okay, let's get back down to 1st floor. I'll just put you guys in the middle of the floor while we decide where exactly we want to go. From the first floor, there are 3 exits to this room. You can see that this wall goes all the way around. There's an exit here, here, and here. What you can do, similar to what we did on the second floor, is make another perception check to try to listen for if there's anyone on the other side of that.
Everybody's doing the perception check, or just crew?
Everybody that's listening.
That'll be
Got
a
13.
18. 18 for me.
7.
13, 18. Okay, well, we're relying on Arvistan then for this one.
Oh boy, good luck with that.
Thanks for that confidence. You're only a ranger. Why would you be good at perceiving things?
I have a +7 on it.
I do too.
Arvistan, you're leading the group.
Yikes.
So I'll show you the rooms. Here's a hallway that's sort of self-contained. You can tell that there are people in this room just beyond that. From the exit on the other side of the kitchen, you know that there are people in that room.
Okay.
If you were to enter this hallway and move to the left, you know that that room is empty.
Mm-hmm. I can't see a little bit upwards either.
We'll have to move forward before we can start seeing much more.
Okay. So looking at what I'm looking at right now, if we go to the right side, there is quite a few of them that we'll have to take care of, and we're just trying to be as stealthy as possible at this point. But I do not see anything on the left side as far as I can see on the right side. I don't know if there's a patrol or not, but right now, left side seems like the more convenient side. But like I said, I don't know which side's gonna be the correct one.
Well, we have to go off what you do know right now.
So okay, let's just go left side then.
Okay. So we'll enter into this hallway. I want everyone making stealth checks right now.
Stealth check.
Ravi, you got your shield behind us somewhere?
Oh, of course.
Do we still have Path Without a Trace?
We
We
should.
do, right? Yeah.
Up to an
Okay.
hour.
I got 31.
I got 30.
I got 21.
Nice.
Okay.
Hopefully we all passed.
Can move into this room. There are 3 desks in this room that you can sort of duck and hide behind in case someone wants
Perfect.
to enter here and do something. Aristan, from here, there's a door that goes down like to the south. You can hear that there is a guard out there. He's got a little tent that shields him from the sun. That goes outside.
Okay.
Just north of here is the main entrance. There are 2 guards at that door.
Fuck, left side wasn't the right choice.
There's no right or wrong choice.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't have one open for us.
Else from
What
here,
are-
there's a hallway that leads back over to where the other people are on the other side.
What
of
are
the palace.
those stairs in the middle?
Those lead up to the 2nd floor, and that
Okay.
goes right to where that guy was standing just outside of the door.
All right. So, guys, we have an option here. We can stealthily pass. There's stairs up front. We can go up there, but we're gonna need Ravi to go first to be able to shield us with his shield. So, let's see.
Just for clarification, like the way that these stairs work, this is the bottom step.
Okay.
It goes up to a landing, and then there are 2 sets of stairs that go up either side.
To the second floor?
Yeah.
To the floor that we're at, or to a second floor?
You're on the first floor. To get
Uh-huh.
up, you have to go up the middle. Think of like a mansion foyer. Like you go up a set of stairs in the middle, and then 2 sets of stairs go up either side from there.
Now we can go through there, or we can go through the middle one that I'm talking about, right?
This one here?
Yeah, that stairs, those stairs in the middle yeah, that one.
Yeah, that goes back up to the second floor.
To the second floor.
Like ballroom entry, where that other guy was.
What do you guys think? Okay. There's an idea to be able to make, what's the word that I'm talking about? A distraction. There we go. Through the outside for the guys up front go out, and we can just go through those stairs and go up from the front door. That way they don't see us. Or we risk it and go through the middle and take those stairs, but there is no doors or anything like that covering us from the enemy that is in front on that side. Wait, camera. Okay, camera angle. That side. So, what are you guys thinking? Is there any way that we can make a distraction for the front door? Because the other thing as well would be the guard outside under the tent. We gotta go through that to make a distraction to the front door.
I don't think I have anything that would both work for the short term, short enough to distract them, but not like raise the alarms. Like if there was a spot that I could like just kind of shield in front of, to let people sneak by, that would be best.
Let's have you guys think about that plan for a second.
Mm.
And we'll go back to Ha̶sotei.
Because sorry, I was thinking was walk up front and the shield would like make an invisible wall, and we can go through there, but we have to be like insanely stealthy to not make any noise. That's, I think, the only option we have.
Switch over to my second floor crew for Ha̶sotei. Give it a minute. You guys don't want to screw it up. Think it all the way through. Okay. So we want Gaspard to not be in the room anymore. So let's take him off. Ha̶sotei, you're going to have a moment where there are people outside of the doors, but you're in the room by yourself. Is there anything you want to do? Gaspar, the general, is trying to find some means for you to bathe.
I would like to peek outside the door.
Sure. Which one? Got a door in front of you and a door behind you.
The southernmost.
Okay, you can head to that door. For you, they know you're here, so Um, you don't have to be exceptionally stealthy. You can open the door and look out and see that there's a guard out in the hallway just outside of that door.
Is there any, like, I would say super obvious things around, like a weird vase or some extravagant painting? Something like super indicative of this area.
Well, it is a fancy hallway in a palace, so they'd have some sorts of things like that. Probably more likely to have simple paintings on the wall of former leaders, some of the royalty that used to rule here.
Okay.
They aren't in the office that you're in. This has been
Yeah.
redecorated by the council member of the Trades District right now.
So the fancy guy.
He's kind of fancy. He's not as fancy as like the Upper District people, but
Right. Um, can I wave at the guard? I want to kind of like, come here. Come here.
Claudia,
Do you speak common?
je le comprends.
I don't understand either. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna walk back in
Okay.
and try the other door.
For the other door, I mean, you're not. It's not easily visible. You can hear this guy around the corner, but you don't see him.
Okay.
He seems to be sort of walking back and forth, but he's not currently visible. You peek out the door, you look left and right, and there isn't anyone.
Yeah. I want to look around the corner.
Just right here, see that guy?
Yeah.
He yells at you, and he says, "Arrête-vous! Retournez!"
Uh. What did he say earlier? Désolé. Fine. I'll turn around. He didn't speak common at me either. This sucks. There's not enough common speakers here. I want to look through this guy's stuff.
This guy, you want to go to his desk or whatever, check through things?
Yeah.
The General Gaspard stuff is not here. He left most of the room intact. He didn't like go through the drawers and empty stuff out. So you're finding stuff from the Trade District. I forgot the dude's name, but I have it written somewhere, and I don't feel like finding it. He's got a big sack of money in one of the drawers. And a ledger that's tracking loans and repayments.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that one out. And specifically look for Ravi.
This seems to be his personal ledger. He doesn't have Ravi listed. He does have his uncle.
Ooh.
Sick. What's going on with that?
Do an investigation check.
You got it. Investigation. $15.
Okay. Robbie's uncle is mentioned several times in the ledger. He is a frequent borrower.
Oh God.
Does any of it look repaid?
He's repaid portions of it, but he has never repaid the full amount that he has borrowed. If you do the math from all the different times that he's borrowed and the amount that he's paid back and the interest that's accumulated on the loans that he hasn't paid back, the DeMonte family owes the trade district specifically as one of their debts about 25,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
I think his name was Xander.
Xander, that's him.
Yeah.
Understanding that I personally don't this right in front of me. I would like to scratch out some of the debts until the balance is even.
Sure. What you can do is you can look at some of the other debts that have been paid off and how that has been marked in the ledger and try to mimic how that's done to make it look like it's all paid off. I need 2 checks.
Okay.
That's going to be performance and deception.
Okay.
Do you have fancy makeup on that makes you write better?
18 for performance. $22 for deception.
Okay. You feel confident that you've made a successful forgery in this debt ledger.
Sick. Slowly but surely, Robbie.
You also would consider that the council member Xander would probably know himself what is being owed, especially because this was kind of a high profile case only so many months ago. But without this evidence to back it up, it might not hold up in court.
Right. Right. And I'm under the assumption they don't have like a photocopier, so yeah, I'm also gonna take money. For sure, yeah.
Nice.
There's about 800 gold pieces here right now. How much do you want to take?
That's not a lot. It's a lot, but it's not like it's not enough for me to take a decent amount and not get caught. Let's do.
What's Xander gonna care?
I know, right? He might die.
He might be on the chopping block right now.
All right, yeah, sure. I'll just take all of it.
Okay.
What are they gonna do? Prove it? This is terrible. Good thing.
It's horrible.
To take it all, there will be a knock at the northern door.
I'm going to dramatically sit at the desk.
Okay, it's a courtesy knock. Gaspard will walk in. He says, I must give you my swift and sincere apologies. This was all I could muster at such short notice, with the given circumstances. He's holding a bucket and a sponge.
Gaspard, my friend. That's not exactly what I was hoping to accomplish.
I understand this is not my first choice either, but I'm afraid this is all that we can do. I can ensure your privacy until you are successfully finished.
Okay.
You put it on the desk next to you.
Oh, how ballsy am I going to be right now?
Is there anything else that I might be able to do for you?
No, he's going to be a friend.
I must say that I'm pressed for time, so.
Where do you have to go in such a hurry?
Oh, I have to give a speech to my troops.
Ah, that's scheduled in, huh?
Yes, I scheduled it myself. The prompt man is the successful man.
Glad you're prepared. Are they leaving? Are they far away?
Or they're just downstairs. I will return momentarily.
Okay. Thank you.
Say, a bientôt, and then head out the southern door and out of sight. You've got a bucket and a sponge. The bucket has water, and the water is soapy.
Like a car wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what we like to call in the industry a spot clean. Just visible parts. And then I'm gonna get dressed in my fancy clothes that I still have in my bag.
Okay. What were these fancy clothes from?
Long ago, right? I decided that I had the diplomats pack, and that has
So they
has
just
fancy
haven't come
clothes.
out yet, huh?
Yeah. I have
Okay.
fancy clothes in my diplomat backpack.
Downstairs. So let's switch. I gotta switch everybody off from upstairs. Go back to downstairs. There are more people downstairs. That's why it takes a bit more. We will have.
Guys, we should go upstairs.
Could I send a message right quick before things happen?
Sure.
Cool. Hey Ravi, there's an army downstairs. Their general is gonna speak with them. Don't die.
Oh, Lord.
Message received. We will try not to die. Hopefully, see you soon.
Gotta know about that army. That's a lot of people that can kill you.
Okay. So
Definitely.
this staircase directed to the north and to the. Oh, he went up there. Okay, never mind.
Gaspard's coming down the stairs.
Yep.
He gives a small greeting to these guards as he passes by them. And then he heads through another door up to the north.
So if I peek around to this door to this left here, are the guards facing towards where we would be, or at the door itself?
They are facing the doors that enter the building, but they are right at the foot of the stairs.
Yeah, that's the
Okay, so
problem.
that they're closer than even what like this looks like. We don't have like that full like what looks like 15-foot clearance here.
Right, yeah. You'd have to almost touch them to be able to get onto the stairs to make your way up.
Well, guys, do you want to keep heading south, see if we can find a way up? I know, and I'll kind of like point to where Ha̶sotei is. I know she's there.
Okay. I mean, I don't think we have any other choices, honestly.
There's no way up. Never mind. So far, the only ways up we have found are either through that initial staircase, through that one guard, or right next to these two. Correct?
Yes.
Let's go through the back of this floor and see if there's something at the way back of this palace that goes up.
I will
Okay.
say, in case it's not, I don't know that this has been spoken yet, but this entry hall is open on the second floor also. So on the second floor, the stairs come up to a kind of like balcony. And then it's
Okay.
open down to the bottom. So you can see where the second floor is from the first floor in that entry room. I don't know if that has any impact on what your plans are going to be, just in case it does.
No, unfortunately, I can't jump that high. If I could, I'd just whoop.
You got the jumping boots, though?
I
You
don't
do
know.
have jumping.
I
Oh,
don't.
Huh.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's also the person who can teleport and turn into mist
Yeah.
and all that.
Exactly.
Can't right now. But yeah.
No, you can. You're out of the shield.
No,
Oh,
her
you
focus was
haven't
taken.
rested. Oh,
Nope.
oh, no.
Yeah,
She still has
her
her
magic. No, her magic focus was taken from her. We don't know where it's at either.
But she
I
have a
have a
magical pen.
focus. I don't have that one.
But she does have a magical pen.
I don't think you can channel magic through that. And I don't know if I'd trust it even if you could. I think we should head off to the kind of north east here and try to skirt along underneath that balcony and see if through because I believe there's a door. Oh, there's no door there. Never mind.
So we've got entrances over here. These stairs go up to where there was that guard up on the second floor just outside of the ballroom.
Now, is that the same staircase we'd gone through previously? Or we go through them just outside of that to the south?
These stairs, it's just another set of stairs that kind of go to the same place. So we went up here and up to the second floor. And these stairs here also go to the same room.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
the ballroom was like an attraction. And you needed a lot of points of entry and egress.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
And there are more people this way.
Yep.
That's why with that one I was saying like shield and just stealthy as much as we can and just go upwards on the stairs.
The ones near the main entrance or the other ones?
Not the ones in the middle that he just showed.
Yeah, let's go up there. And I will try to see a door, and I'll try to do something if that happens.
Which way are we going?
Through the middle staircase up to the second floor, and try to stop right before where we saw that guard.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this group. Kriv, you're signing off on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening.
We're heading up to the second floor where there is a guard. I'm going to switch to my second floor crew now. Get rid of all the first floor people. There's a smarter way to do this. I didn't do that, though. Let's do whatever I was gonna do. Okay, where's all these guys? Okay, so we are below this guy right now.
Yep.
These stairs go up to either side, and once you get to either this end or this end, you're level with him.
Which way is he facing, or is he like turning in different directions?
Let's see. He doesn't really need to guard the ballroom. There's not really an entrance from there. He's not even necessarily guarding something. He's just kind of posted here. So he's probably leaning his back up against these doors that go to the ballroom.
Okay.
He's not at super high alert. He's not in like the most important position.
So if I climb up, say, halfway up these stairs, so I'm not like seen, is there a door to the right at all?
Over here, so there's a set of stairs here that goes up to the 3rd floor, but there's a door underneath those stairs that goes into a kind of like a storage room.
Okay. All right, guys. I think I have a plan. I'm going to magically slam that door, and we're going to go the other direction. Do you have any objections or anything else that you think we should do instead?
I don't have anything, so let's do what we can.
Yeah.
Which door do you want to slam? This one or this one?
Probably the farther away one.
Which one is that?
The one more to the right. So the right one, like into that storeroom.
Okay, so we're gonna slam this door.
Yep.
What's the means by which we're doing that?
Thaumaturgy.
Okay. Does that actually slam the door, or does it just make a door slamming sound?
I think you can slam it.
That's a good question. I never actually thought to look at that part of it.
You can do either.
In this case, I would actually slam the door.
Okay.
And then I'll have everybody kind of start moving quickly to the left, and I will use my shield as like a back thing. So if he turns around, hopefully the stealth is enough to try to deflect whatever he is looking through, because it'll see us translucently or whatever.
Okay. Thaumaturgy goes off. The door to that storage room slammed shut. It was only barely open, so you kind of like opened it and a little bit more, and then slammed it so it would make an adequate noise. He kind of starts as almost as if he would just woke up. Although he wasn't asleep, he just got startled. And he's going to make his way over there as soon as he decides he wants to move. Which is not right now. Unless this is the wrong guy. Nope, it was. Some other guys moved somewhere else. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, so as soon as we start hearing him move, we're going to move the other direction through that door to the left-hand side.
Okay, stealth checks, everybody.
$19.
28.
We still have Pass Without a Trace?
Yeah.
Alright, that'll be 32-16.
32-16?
No, I rolled a 16.
Okay. This room is full of costumes.
Uh-huh.
That's the best way I could describe them, but it's like formal wear for government officials, based on like making you look fancy or like look like you're from a particular country. There's a large collection of them. It's very easy to hide in this room.
I like it.
We could do perception from here to listen for if there are more people.
Yep.
Definitely.
16.
19.
What we get from Arvistan? Is he not listening?
Oh my god. Yes, I was. I just said it, but I didn't press my push to talk button. I said 25.
Okay.
18 plus 7.
We're all hearing a bit then. So we know what's in the room to the right. We've got this other room in front of us, which is actually the one that goes down where we have those two guards. Below, at the base of the stairs, you'll see that this area is like kind of a balcony. And then it's the second part of those stairs that go down to kind of a landing, and then they come back up on the other side to another exit. There is somebody in that room, but Ravi also knows that Ha̶sotei is in the room just past there.
All right, guys. She's pretty close. Let's go across the balcony, real sneaky like, and then we'll peer around the corner and see what's up.
Do we have eyes on where this guy is?
I don't yet. No.
We got sneaky over there.
Yeah.
Real
sneak-
slow and quiet. I want another stealth check for this move.
They're pretty much crawling.
I expect them to succeed with this path without trace and being pretty stealthy, but
Natural 20.
They have failed before, aka me.
Yes.
it can happen.
Yeah,
They can.
25.
21.
Okay, so we're still good then. We could peek around this corner and see this guy here. And also know, you can see that that door is there and that Ha̶sotei is on the other side of that. But that door is closed.
Oh, the door is closed.
And I'm assuming this guard is facing towards this door, correct?
Guard is not facing towards the door. He's guarding the door, but he was ordered to give Ha̶sotei privacy for bathing. Facing towards the door would be rude. Should be another guy in the hallway, but I think that that's the guy I accidentally moved very far away.
You want to go near the speed.
Whoops.
I will.
There he is.
Hurry before he comes back.
I think
All right,
this
guys.
gives a good view of the hall. There we go.
There's another guard. He's not facing the direction, but the door is closed.
So what do you think? Sneak and knock him out? Or what?
I don't know if there's another guard down the hall, and if he starts making noise, we get a big problem. I was thinking to try to sneak into the door and then sneak her out.
Hmm.
I'm not opposed to trying to knock him out, but we have to get him to here so we can knock him out. And if he makes noise, then the guy's below us here, so that doesn't really work.
Yeah. Shit. That's a tough one.
Ha̶sotei, what do you want to do?
I wouldn't know that there.
You've got the fancy clothes on. As far
You
as
do
can
know
hear.
that we have asked repeatedly, like, where you are and cards and stuff.
I don't mean.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily mean what do you want to do about their rescue attempt. Like, what do you want to do in general? You're clean and dressed up now.
I'm fancier. Well, my actual plan was not to sneak out, so this is awkward. But I wanted to go out and talk to the bottom guy, which is going to be very helpful to them. I'm so sorry, I don't know you're there.
Let's go.
Once I see Ha̶sotei, I would immediately go back to the wall. She's right there.
Oh my god. This one seemed nicer, so I wanted to say hi to him.
Well, this one you talked to from the doorway. Like the other one, you were leaving the room. They were supposed to be
It's
keeping you
true.
away.
That's very true. That's very true. Um, I am going to try and mimic Louis and do that like, hello. How do I look? But like, I know they can't understand, so very like, sorry.
He does immediately turn to face you when you open the door. He's not sure what you're saying.
It's fine. I wasn't saying
It's
it.
like,
Just grandiose. I'm gonna walk over to him.
you can do that. He will grip his weapon.
Let's
He
do
has one of those staves.
one of these jives. Like, got nothing. I'm not here to fight.
He get out when you put your hands out like that. He's almost like interested or excited for a second. Then he gets confused when nothing else happens.
Me too. I don't know what the second part of that was.
That was weird. That was weird.
I didn't expect this.
I want a cool high five.
You want a high five?
He thinks for a second. He holds his gun in one hand, and then he does.
Oh my god, he thinks I'm a mime.
Oh, he's stuck in an invisible box.
I'm not a mime.
You could be.
All right. Yeah, I could be. Mime performance, I guess.
We'll have to also see what you do. So
Oh.
roll performance for us, and then show us.
I'm so sorry. Not very mime equipped. Performance.
Dave, you're making these guys too cool. I'm like not gonna want to fight them anymore.
This guy likes mime. They're French. They're like they like mime stuff.
Oh! We're see 29.
Okay, so what are the moves?
But I hilariously probably know nothing about mimes. So I would like to ask if I can discern he was pretending to be in a box.
I mean, as a bard, you know something about performance in general. All bards go to college.
Right.
So there's like gen ed classes in bard colleges, and like everybody has at least some familiarity with mimes.
Oh, good. I have mime education.
You don't learn how to be a mime, but you learn about it's like in the history of performance.
I've seen at least one mime, probably.
In a book. It's like a drawing of someone with black and white stripes.
We're going to do this. Okay, I would like...
You know that they pretend to do stuff.
To mimic him in pretending to be inside a box. So, of course, this vibe. But I also want to try and get a look around to see if there's like a desk or a table or something of some kind that is like furniture-esque that I could walk behind.
Walk behind?
Yeah.
We don't have that.
That's not the point of it.
Yeah, the best that you'd be able to see is that there's like a tiny little end table in the corner of the hallway. Like with a single drawer. But that would only be like waist high.
Yeah, well... That's not going to cut it. You can't walk into the floor with that.
No.
uh,
You could with the desk in the room that you were just in.
all right, okay, all right. Well, I need to vibe check if he liked my box.
He's passively interested. That's base level mime work.
Oh, okay.
You did it really well. That was a good roll. So you were consistent with the dimensions of the invisible box.
Oh, good.
Which is
good.
the best, which is the highest technical rating for in-box miming.
Oh, good. Yeah.
He just likes mimes. He's not like a pro. He just likes mimes. He doesn't know.
That's good.
He just
That's
likes
good
that you're doing stuff.
I would like to pretend to open an umbrella. So we're doing this vibe.
Robbie's watching all of this also.
Lean it down, and then do that thing where you pretend the wind is pulling you really hard.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to dramatically walk into the room and then, hold the door, help. Oh, no. The wind, she has got me. But,
That's a got me.
Are you miming in an Italian accent right
now? I'm sorry. I don't speak French.
All you gotta do is oui.
I only speak Abyssal, which I have no idea what other language to compare that to.
Yeah,
it's probably not French.
Miming.
It's probably not French.
It's miming. It's all nonverbal. Abyssal is nonverbal.
Miming is a universal language.
True.
I want to bring him into the room. That is my intention. I'm sure you know already, but
he does not enter the room. He comes over here to continue to watch the performance.
All right.
He doesn't want to interfere.
I wouldn't want to interfere with such a grandiose performance of miming either. I will have the wind blow me out of sight.
Okay, do you spin?
Of course.
Okay, good.
Drauma.
Do you spin?
Let's
oh.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, he will step into the room.
As soon as he does, I will start sneaking behind them.
Do we want to send just Ravi?
No, we all here, so we all gotta go at the same time.
Griv, do you also want to all go? Okay. Well, Scooby do it.
This card's gonna know.
Is he?
I got another set of stealth checks from you guys.
13.
Ooh.
Not much better. 18.
29.
I'll do a perception for him. Oh, you rolled a 1.
Oh, let's go.
Your performance is literally mesmerizing.
He is enamored.
Yeah.
Do you want to get right up behind him, or?
Right there, just before I'm right behind him, and I will whisper back to the group. I'm gonna tackle him. Somebody come in, close the door. And then we try to gag him and stuff.
Okay.
Put Arbstan and us together.
And that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to run in, put my hand behind his throat, start choking him out so he can't scream. Put my other hand over his mouth to try to double make it so he can't scream. I'm going to try to take him to the ground.
I'll help him.
Yeah, we rush in.
Well, this is going to be an attack.
I was gonna bring him in more. What are you doing?
Ravi's gonna make a grapple check.
Is that just an attack, or is that something different here?
It's a strength athletics check.
Okay.
And that's contesting his strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics. For him, we're gonna do acrobatics.
21.
15.
Nice.
Ravi tackles this guy. Roll initiative.
All of us or just Ravi?
Everybody.
Oh shit. Okay.
15.
Unless you're not participating.
I mean, you
11.
still gotta.
This guy rolled a 22.
That's no bueno.
I got a nat 20.
Let's go.
Haษ์-sotei's first. Okay. Haษ์-sotei, what do you want to do? Robbie just tackled this guy through the door onto the ground. The door's still open. He's fumbling to prevent this guy from raising an alarm.
Okay, so.
And I'll spoil it for you. This guy, the internum guy on the floor, goes next.
I'm not surprised, no. Oh, shit. Why can't he speak my language?
You don't know how long that speech is supposed to be either.
Right.
Yeah, he said he'd be right back.
Okay. All right. We are going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip. At level 2. Yeah. I gotta walk over to him and slap him across the face or something, though.
Tasha's Mind Whip. Is it going to shut him up?
It makes it so he can only make a move, an action, or a bonus action and doesn't get to do anything else. And he'll take some damage.
Okay. He's going to make an intelligence saving throw. Got a 10, which is a failure.
Okie dokie. 3d6. Ten.
He's going to take 10 damage. That does not hurt him very much.
I wasn't intending to.
He gets whipped, so he can only move or take an action or take a bonus action, right?
Yeah, he only gets one of the 3.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Well, the door behind me is shut, right?
Behind you, yes.
Well, okay. In order to use the whip, I have to physically touch him in some way, so I would have had to have moved forward.
Okay.
Right in front of him. It's got to be physical. And then I'm almost positive I would be under the assumption that the other 2 are out there. It would not be a surprise. All right, let's give bardic inspiration to Robbie.
Okay.
Hope he told the rest of them to come in quickly.
So let's see. I suppose we'll count attempting to cover his mouth as part of Ravi's grapple, which he did do. On this guy's turn, I mean, I guess the first thing you would do, just like logically, is try to call for help. So he's probably going to use that action to scream as loud as he can into Ravi's hand, which is going to be muffled, but is not going to be silent. The closest guy is this other guy out in the hall, who's not going to necessarily rush to aid since he doesn't know exactly what's going to go on, but he is going to come investigate when he gets a chance. So let's go to Ravi's turn.
If I remember correctly, the rule set for D&D makes it nearly impossible to choke someone out, correct?
Pretty much. I mean, to follow the rules, it doesn't really work that way.
I'll probably try to drag him just deeper into the room, probably to the west. Just try to drag him as far as I can.
Okay. I think you shouldn't have any trouble doing that. That's where the rules will work in your favor, because unless he attempts to break the grapple, he doesn't really get to do anything about getting moved around. Oops. Don't want to do all that. Let's try. Behind the desk, maybe?
Yeah, just as far as I can, to the point where he wouldn't be seen. And that's probably all I can do, because I can't really, attack him or do anything else because I don't have any free hands, so I will just continue to choke.
Okay. Arvistan, what do you want to do?
Can I jump in and help him?
You could go in there.
Yeah. Go in there and see what Ravi's trying to do and go ahead and help him out.
You can get this far on a single move.
On a single move. Okay.
You'll see that he is wrestling with this guy on the floor, trying to keep him quiet.
I got nothing to attack him with.
For the love of God, please hide.
Okay. No, I don't have anything to attack with. So
It's a tough choice.
what is
nobody knows what to do.
what is the little circle right there? Is that like a little table or something like that?
Yeah.
Can I take my action and move forward
You can.
and be next to Robbie and crouch under that table or something, whatever
Right
that
here?
is. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Yeah, and that'll be it.
Just hiding next to Ravi and his wrestling partner.
And I'm like next to him saying like,
I got you. I got you. But I just wait for the next run.
All right. Anything from Husk?
No.
Okay. Kriv.
I will rush it and close the door.
Boom. Door shut. So we've heard muffled scream, then the door shuts.
I'm not slamming it.
It does close. Anything else you want to do, Kriv? I'll say that was like a bonus action to get in and get the door closed.
Okay.
I'm gonna point at stuff. Hide, please hide. Somewhere.
Stand in the corner,
Yeah.
throw a lampshade on your head.
I mean, whatever.
I mean, is there a window in the
by
door?
There's no window in the door, no.
Do we hear the other guy at all? Like,
I mean, he's definitely going to come over here.
well, I'll just crouch down in front of the door, like block the door. I'm big. I don't know.
Okay. Is that all you'd like to do?
Am I able to like tear a piece of my robe or something to try to toss to Ravi to like gag this guy instead of letting him struggle over there this whole time?
If that's what you want to do, you can do that. Sure.
Yes.
You might want 2 pieces. One that Ravi can ball up and shove in his mouth, and then another one that he could tie around his head to keep that in there.
Yeah, Dave's got professional experience with that.
You don't have to think about it very hard to know that you got to do both.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, it's back to Ha̶sotei.
Can I, like, just really quick as I'm crouching or whatever, like, I don't know why I feel like I also have to be, well, I guess I do have to be pretty quiet, but, like, point at Ha̶ and feel like, and point at the door that I'm in front of.
All right, I'm just gonna have to whisper, I guess. You guys can hide well enough. I can just make him leave. I can make it look like he's walking in on me and throw the water at him. I don't know.
Just tell him through the door that you're bathing.
He knows I'm bathing.
Then why did we let him in?
He's gonna go.
We got 6 seconds on this now.
All right. Okay. Are you you're in front of this bottom door?
Yep.
I'm gonna walk up to the top door. And oh well, here's the problem. I can't really talk to him.
This door is closed, but you can move one more square if you want to open the door and exit.
Okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, let's just walk outside the door and shut it behind me.
Okay. What do you want to do when you're outside of the room?
I am going to cast Unseen Servant.
Okay. Always
And
trying
I
to get
would,
this guy to do something.
um, I know, I want so badly for him to function. Um, but I want him to like run into that like upper right hallway. I have no idea what that looks like up there.
Sure.
But I want him to run making as much noise as possible running. And then knock down a ton of things wherever the next room is.
Okay, so you can summon him within 60 feet and then command him to move up to 15 feet.
Yeah, I want him to start right in front of me.
Like right here?
I'm making a dramatic shut of the door and having him start right in front of me. It's okay that he's invisible. I'm just trying to make a ruckus. But I want him to, like, quite literally stomp run.
Can I ask you this? Do you still
Yes.
want to be on the outside of the room when you close the door?
I thought that I had to be able to see where he is, but maybe I don't.
No.
Oh, sick, even better. Cool, yeah, I want to open the door and shut it then and still be behind it.
Okay.
I
You
thought I
summon
had
this guy to like be somewhere just outside the door and then like start going this way down this hall.
Yeah, just like stomping, making noise. I want to knock shit over in that hallway if you can. Just like super loud. Trying to escape is the vibe.
Okay.
Reverse miming. You can't see him, and he's just noise.
You know?
That might trick them. They'll think that your voice became another person, took off, and all the sound is gone from your body. Okay, yeah, we'll summon a guy and send him stomping off that way. This other person guarding you will try to put two and two together. Somebody just screamed over there. There was like a thump on the door. Another door opened over here, and somebody ran away. So he's going to guess that that was who he needs to go after.
Nice.
That's not going to fool him for long because he moves way faster than that unseen servant does. And when that unseen servant tries to move again, it's going to be behind him. And he's going to get that figured out. We also still have this guy to contend with. He does not only have one action this time, so he is going to try to break this grapple with a little acrobatics. And he rolled really well this time.
Oh no.
You beat a 23.
I have not yet, but I do have Bardic Inspiration.
It's true.
D10, D10.
It is a D10. That's actually, that helps quite a bit. Well, because I gotta get a 6 or better.
Come on.
I beat it. I got an 8.
Okay. You keep hold of him.
Damn. Oz is clutch in these situations.
Now it's Ravi's turn. You've got the pieces of cloth from Kriv, but your hands are kind of full.
I'm going to try to roll him into a position to make it easier for them to, like, tie him up, so to speak. If I've got a piece of cloth, I want to try to like put one through his mouth and like tie it that way. I don't know how much cloth or rope or whatever he had, but
I'm going to guess, based on how this all played out, I would assume that you tackled him from behind.
yes.
to the floor, and so you wrapped one arm around to like get his arms, and then you've got another arm with a hand in front of his mouth, and then moving your way over to here, you had to drag him backwards.
That's okay. We're on the same page.
Behind the desk, and so to position yourself so that other people can handle with him, you probably have to roll over so that you have him on top of you.
That's okay. Yeah, we're on the same page.
You're laying on your back on the floor with holding him above you.
This is the stupidest escape.
Now that you just did that, made that motion. Arvistan did come over here to help you, but let's see what he does. Arvistan, it's your turn.
Yes, I'm gonna help him. Like bonus action, like Robbie, are you trying to knock him out or what?
Tie him up.
Very game show host of you.
Tie him up. All right, I'm gonna help him tie him up.
How?
Gag him.
What are you doing specifically?
That's a good question.
You could yell at him. You could say stuff.
Oh
I would maybe not yell.
No, hell no.
Shut his fucking mouth.
There's a gag lying on the floor next to him.
All right, I'll grab that gag and tie it around his mouth.
Grab that gag. Still game show.
Yeah. Okay. Well, pop quiz, Jason. You've got 2 pieces of cloth. What are you doing with them?
2 pieces of cloth, right? One I'm gonna make it like a ball and shove it up his mouth, and the second one I'm gonna tie it around his head, around his mouth, not head. Sorry.
Okay.
Ding ding ding.
I'm gonna make this a secondary grapple check. So you're gonna do a strength athletics, and he's gonna try to avoid you, but he's at disadvantage because he's got Ravi stopping him. He's basically trying to like keep his mouth shut and turn his head away from you so you can't get him.
That's a good one.
It's not for him. You got an 8 if you can beat that.
Oh, I got an
Whoa.
18. 16 plus 2.
Okay. You stuff a bunch of cloth into his mouth and you tie it so that he can't force it out with his tongue.
This poor guy.
Yeah.
Ravi keeps holding him.
All he
You
wants.
got his arms pinned down, and are you still going to keep your hand over his face, or are you going to do something else with that hand now?
Grab his legs.
Kriv, what do you want to do?
We need to go, right? Like, we need to leave?
The plan is we tie him up here, leave him here, and then we take off. Yes.
You want to take
Let's
off?
just get
You
it.
only have a chance to go up.
I mean, if we have to go up anyways, what does it matter? Like, if we tie him up here, we just leave him underneath his goddamn desk, and then we sneak out. Or we take him with us and we throw him off the balcony.
Sky.
Either
We're gonna
way.
fly up into the sky.
I didn't know that. I thought it was a staircase.
It's a ship.
I thought there was like a staircase that went up to the ship.
He does have a point.
There's people up there.
We'll have figured out.
This is not an easy. You were the one getting caught, so we're rolling with the punches over here right now.
They had to crawl through a pipe.
I told you that I was gonna meet her just fine. A very quiet yelling.
This is all while Kriv is deciding what to do, but this is all supposed to be happening within 6 seconds. So what have you got for us, Kriv?
I guess I don't know what we're doing, but I will be a little bit sad. But I will tear another like little piece of robe to do like a blindfold, so he doesn't know where we go, wherever we're going. He can't understand us. That way, he can't be like that way.
Do it. Go for it. Do it.
I am. Thank you.
Okay.
Just making sure.
There's not a lot of room, so you hop up onto the desk and reach down over the edge of it.
I don't know why. I don't know what everyone's doing right now.
They're gonna hover like Spider-Man.
This
I
is
low
fine.
key thought we were on like a recon thing, and now we're sprinting to the queen for some reason. I thought this was a group activity.
Activity.
It is a group activity. He's just not part of the group.
No, where's the rest of our group? Wasn't this supposed to include all of our sewer friends?
We
You
don't
were
need
meant-
super friends.
You're supposed to get
They're
the
just there to make a
signal
ruckus.
once you get to the ship and not before.
Well, we
Okay.
can't do that.
Okay, Haҗsotei. It's back to you. Your friends are manhandling this guy, gagging him and blindfolding him. They're likely soon to bind him. What do you want to do?
I'm very scared for this man. Well. What direction was up?
Up.
You took a path that's maybe not the least occupied, but this room has a set of stairs that go up to the third floor. This is kind of a gallery, and there are people in there enjoying the art.
Oh my god.
And of course I saw that, so we can't go that way. And they didn't choose to wear fancy costumes, did they? But half of them are dressed like soldiers.
Yes, but not up to inspection.
Why would those hang out in an art gallery?
Well, it's other soldiers that are hanging out there right now.
That's true.
But they won't pass inspection. If anyone actually takes a look at them, they'll know immediately that they're not internum.
Okay. Backtrack. Who can get us up a floor? You guys didn't go up any higher than this?
Nope. This is
Uh,
as far as we got.
I mean, technically the answer is yes, but we were just on the balcony overlooking the ballroom.
Yeah, exactly.
You were overlooked. I know a way, but it's through a whole gallery of people.
I don't like those odds.
Me neither. But do we have any other?
I don't know any other ways. Did you guys see staircases? Quick, quick.
Lots of them going up.
Up?
That's all.
That was when they were on the first floor.
Yeah.
I don't know where they've traveled. They didn't tell me where they were at any point.
I've been preoccupied as I wrestle with a man on the ground.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna walk over and help tie him up just for the sake of it. Get that done real quick.
That's probably a pertinent move because he was going to move next and could
Point.
have broken out.
Right.
How do you want to tie him up?
Rope. I have rope.
Sure. Can we be more specific?
As far as what, like the kind of knot?
I mean, I would say this. If you take his arms in front of him like this and tie him like that, he goes blindfold off, gag off, screams.
Yeah, no, that's way too easy. I wouldn't do that. No, I'm more of the hog tie kind of person.
We want to hog tie him? Okay.
Yeah, but I want to do one that's specifically like when people get tied up and they have their hands like under their knees. If I could get that going, that would be great.
Okay. It might take a minute. You might need everybody else to help you out with that.
That's the best.
Yeah, I mean, I would do everything I can to help, obviously.
And then we will throw Bardic Inspiration at. We'll do Kriv, and then I'm gonna point at the door back to the south, and say, "I made him go that way, so we need to go to the south." That's what I'm indicating.
Okay.
Okay.
Got to be another way upstairs. Because we can't go the way I just told him to go. That would be silly. And we got to go right now.
Well, since you did not command the unseen servant to do anything else, the guy that went and chased after that, which is not this guy, it's the other guy. This guy. He's going to proceed a little bit further and check into the gallery room. But he really should not be venturing too far from his post, so he's going to take a few seconds there to look around. If he doesn't find anything immediately, he's going to come back and check this room. Ravi. Between your whole group, you think that you all are successfully able to tie this guy up, at least. Yeah, I don't know if you ever tied anybody up before.
I think
Uh,
Gordo that one time.
Yeah, I think we might have actually.
We did tie up Ordo to a tree.
Yep.
But I forget if that's canon or not.
It's a little different to hog tie someone versus tying them to a tree. But you think it's fine. You've never worked on a hog farm before, but it seems okay.
So with him tied up, I will stand up. Do you think you could get the guard to go away if he comes back, or do you want to try to boogie now?
I think I could pretend someone broke in here while I was taking a bath, but all of you would need to not be in eyesight. And this guy can't make noise.
Are we stealing comp?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be clear, there is no window, right?
No window to this room, no.
Okay.
Can we knock him out?
We could, but not in 6 seconds.
He's got HP. Like he's
got HP. I only hurt him a little. I can try and fool him, but swear to God, you guys screw up, we're screwed. So we either go now or don't fuck up.
I say we go now. I'm going to grab his weapon.
okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we do not know how to use these weapons, but at least he won't have it anymore.
I think we should just head through the south and try to make our way from there. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Taking his weapon, and I will move 30 feet to the south. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think I can just go outside the door.
Okay. Arvistan, what's your plan?
So if there's my movement, with my action, can I inspect the weapon to make it look like, even if I don't necessarily know entirely how to use it, I'd like to make a check to see if I can. If I can't, at least know which way to point the right end at the enemy to make them think that I know how to use it.
Oh.
Well, let's use an Arcana check.
You've also seen them point something at somebody, right?
Yeah.
I thought so. For Arcana, for me, it's not bad. It's 14.
I'm trying to remember if they've actually pointed it at someone within.
I was going to say, I think I might be the only one who's seen that.
You know how you would carry it, or how they would carry it as they're walking around. It's a sort of staff, so you know which end is supposed to be touching the ground as you're walking.
Okay, that's good enough for now.
I understand. What would you like to do?
I'll just I'll be right behind Robbie at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. And just help him out if anything goes south.
Kriv?
All right, now he looks like a crazy leaf.
I mean, I'll get up behind him, make sure.
Oh, I see. We're conga lining out.
Robbie's up
What,
front.
you want
We're
me to
leaving
wait?
Robbie up front. We're not going to run past him.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
would
can
like
if you
me
have
to
enough move.
wait?
No. If anyone would like to pass, they can pass to either side of me.
Yeah, if you want, but that's not what was indicated by the people. Do you want to run past Robbie?
No.
Okay. Then Ha̶sotei, what do you want to do?
I don't think he's gonna sprint back. I don't think so. So yeah, let's vacate. I'm gonna climb over this guy. Get out of the way, man.
Difficult terrain, and then try to catch up with everybody else. So we're all booking it out of this door?
Where do I have any more steps after that?
No.
Difficult terrain is okay.
Okay. Where do you want to go from here? Let's make a plan before everything started. Well, actually, I'll move the guy first. This man is returning.
Oh good.
Where are we going? It's Ravi up front.
I would probably start going around and through the balcony again. Start making my way back that way.
Just seeing if
Yeah.
we can get
You
out of the
sure?
hallway.
You sure that's the best way? I
I'm
mean,
not sure, but I know that I don't want to be in the room when that guy comes back, and the farther away I am, the better.
Hey,
Yeah, sure.
question. Pass without a trace, is that put directly on people or is it like a vicinity thing?
You pick the people when you cast it.
Yeah.
Yet. Okay.
I don't know how long we've been on this one. Either.
Well, I mean, it lasts an hour.
Yeah.
And the entire sequence with us tackling him and everything else was less than a minute.
But Kriv did cast it when you were in the manor.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So it's been a little while. I think you'd still have it right now, but maybe not past this area. Armstrong, you wanted to follow behind Robbie?
Yes.
See if it's possible to get everybody into the next room. No. These two will be outside. Let's see what this guy's going to do then.
That poor man behind the desk.
He's going to get to this and open this door and look inside. And then next turn, he'll do something else. So what are we going to do from here?
I would like to indicate that I did shut the other door.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you looked aside, so you're not in there.
Right. I just didn't want to leave it open. Felt like that was weird. Well, everyone, I'm gonna be the one that screws us over the worst here.
I can cast Pass Without a Trace again.
I'm just saying.
I think I'm past the point of having a reasonable amount of spell slots left for whatever's coming up, so if we're genuinely trying to sneak, I can cast it again.
Well, that's up to you. I still have to get through my turn, unfortunately, so I'm gonna.
You guys can do your turn together right now if you want.
It's your call. I'll run through there and be horrible. It's fine if you if you want to save it. I have the worst stealth right now.
I'll cast it. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know. But I know we're
Yeah,
sneaking, so.
Yeah, at this
I'm-
point, it's just a roll with the punches, honestly.
If it wasn't a big ass balcony out in front of a ton of people downstairs. Okay. So if you cast that, I guess
Then it would be stealth from everybody.
right. Let's go.
Natural 20. For a total of 30. What? 36.
Mm-hmm.
24.
25.
So far, so good. Now, the key player.
33.
There it is.
Nice.
Let's go.
Thank Christ.
I think I'll have to drop initiative at that point because you don't really know what's going on with the other guy. We are going to be moving away from him. But I think it would be safe to assume that he is going to talk to somebody and raise an alarm that Ha̶sotei has escaped.
I knew it.
So next time we will likely probably be having a mad dash to the roof to try to signal for a distraction. If we can find the way there. Or get creative.
Huzzah.
Hey, yeah, we gotta do something.
Somebody have a bomb?
Yes. I do have a bomb.
Could
Really
work, I don't know. Next week is December 8th. Are we able to do December 8th?
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Yeah, that should be fine.
sir.
Okay, sweet. Well, we're back at it. We got a lot of December days, so let's see what happens. Until next time, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.